Early Italy and the founding of Rome. According to Wikipedia, agriculture appeared in Italy around 4000 BC, with copper tools appearing around 2000 BC followed by the Bronze Age through to end of the second millennium BC. Cities started developing in the 9th century BC with the Villanovan culture in Etruria. A culture specific to Latium, called the Latial culture, appears in the archaeological record around 1000 BC, which was related to the larger Villanovans. From the middle of the 8th century to the 5th century BC, city-states were created became the dominant form of political organization in Italy. They also started to build organized cityscapes and religious cult centers. By the 7th century BC, large organized city-states had emerged in Etruria. Their influence over Italy was such that later Roman writers believed many of their core traditions were of Etruscan origin. Archaeological evidence of settlement around Rome starts to emerge around 1000 BC. Large-scale organization appears only c. 800 BC, with the first graves in the Esquiline Hills necropolis, along with discovery of a clay and timber wall on the bottom of the Palatine Hill dating to the middle of the 8th century BC. Starting from around 650 BC, the Romans started to drain the valley between the Capitoline and Palatine Hills, where today sits the Roman Forum. By the 6th century, the Romans were constructing the Temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus on the Capitoline and expanding to the Forum Boarium located between the Capitoline and Aventine Hills. The Romans themselves had a founding myth. They attributed their city to a dispute in the ruling family of the mythical city of Alba Longa. When its king was deposed, one of its princesses was forced to become a virgin priestess of Vesta but was impregnated by Mars and bore two twins, Romulus and Remus. The sons, sentenced to death, were rescued first by a she-wolf and thence by farmers, before returning to restore the deposed Alban king and founding a city where they had been rescued. After a dispute, Romulus killed Remus and became the city's sole founder. The story dates at least to the 3rd century, and the later Roman antiquarian Marcus Terentius Varro placed the city's foundation to the well-known date 753 BC. Another legend, recorded by Greek historian Dionysius of Halicarnassus, says that Prince Aeneas led a group of Trojans on a sea voyage to found a new Troy, since the original was destroyed at the end of the Trojan War. After a long time in rough seas, they landed on the banks of the Tiber River. Not long after they landed, the men wanted to take to the sea again. But the women who were traveling with them did not want to leave. One woman, named Roma, suggested that the women burn the ships out at sea to prevent their leaving. At first, the men were angry with Roma, but they soon realized that they were in the ideal place to settle. They named the settlement after the woman who torched their ships. The Roman poet Virgil recounted this legend in his classical epic poem the Aeneid, where the Trojan prince Aeneas is destined by the gods to found a new Troy. In the epic, the women also refused to go back to the sea, but they were not left on the Tiber. After reaching Italy, Aeneas, who wanted to marry Lavinia, was forced to wage war with her former suitor, Turnus. According to the poem, the Alban kings were descended from Aeneas, and thus Romulus, the founder of Rome, was his descendant. Thanks for watching. Please like and share this video.